overall approach to fighting corruption in the national service is informed by the President, John Dramani Mahama's approach to making sure that we as citizens and appointees and as public officials fight corruption in the most aggressive manner to save resources for the state. The President had said that corruption is like a mass murderer. Resources that are siphoned away through corrupt means really has the potential to take away what we would have used to build schools, hospitals. Like the beautiful hospital behind us here, we can replicate it in many other forms if and only if all of us as citizens play our role in making sure that we report malfeasance and deal with the issues that tend to undermine the national coffers. In the case of the National Service Scheme, once the issue was reported, the President authorized an investigation into it, which the BNI took active role in making sure that all the members of staff of the scheme were invited and were queried, and I mean many of them made admissions on their role in what was reported. Many of them also made payments to the BNI in respect of that particular issue. But on the specific issue of the approach, it is one of report it, investigate it, and make attempts to recover whatever is lost to the state. But in the process also make sure that whatever is known is put in the public domain so that the public is aware of it, the public follows it. It's a way of also encouraging citizens to feel bold to come out and talk about what they may have observed in their spheres of work or their areas of jurisdiction, so as to ensure that we nip this particular issue of corruption in the mud. So on the whole, it has been one of making sure that it is not covered. Unlike, if you like, the former president's approach, John Kufuor's approach, which is you don't expose corruption in your government because it will bring your government down. The President, John Mahama, has taken the opposite approach. Expose every corruption in your government or in the public service or in the public sector, especially with respect to the scandal that broke out about two and a half years ago. We introduced the e-switch platform. The previous year, on the average, the scheme was paying about 75,000 service personnel every month. After we introduced the e-switch and put in place more measures in terms of internal auditing and making sure that monitoring and evaluation takes place effectively, the payroll of the service personnel, starting from the 2014-2015 service year, had come down to, on the average, 41,000 service personnel every month. Now, each service personnel is paid currently 350 Ghana cedis. So you can do the mathematics and see. That will give you how much we have saved in 1 year. And this is about the second year since I have been there. We have saved over 200 million Ghana cedis by taking that particular step in the National Service Scheme. And I think this goes directly to the credit of the President, John Dramani Mahama. By eliminating the human interferences, we have also eliminated the temptation of individuals to play around with the funds. And so by and large, that has been the approach. Individuals involved who have made admissions, some of them have made payments, some of them are currently in court, others have already been convicted under the laws, and there are many that are still in court currently. There are still many that are yet to be processed for courts, and this is a huge sum of money that can build a school somewhere, build a hospital somewhere, build a road somewhere. And let's face it, all the individuals who were involved in this scandal are not politicians, are not people who actually contested for any electoral position. So we really need to take the conversation where it matters. Those individuals embedded in the bureaucracies within the public service and their role in undermining the effectiveness and efficiency of the state. What we have done in the last few months, or perhaps last several months since I have been there, is to make sure that we stop the hemorrhage of the public finances in the scheme as far as the payment of service personnel are concerned. we all have responsibility to make sure that we take up arms against corruption in whatever form in this country.